So then guys, in 2025, we will be getting the new Apple Watch 11. And for the first time, could we get the possibility of that glucose sensor, the one for diabetes? Is it going to be coming out next year? Well, today we're going to discuss everything about this and also any other sort of changes that could potentially be coming to the Apple Watch Series 11. But first of all, let's quickly talk about the Apple Watch Series 10 and where we are right now. So earlier in 2024, we actually got a release of a brand new design Apple Watch. This is the first time I would say we've actually had a full new design ever since, say, the Apple Watch Series 4. And with this, we actually got a larger display with the Apple Watch Series 11 now. The display is almost as big, or slightly bigger than even, say, the Apple Watch Ultra. And then the actual design of this watch is also slightly slimmer this time. In fact, it's about 10% slimmer, but we still get the same amount of battery life and things like this, like we got in the previous generation Apple Watch Series 9, for example. But the main thing is that Apple managed to make this watch a little bit more slimmer, a little bit nicer, and obviously having a bit of a bigger display, but yet not really taking up, say, a bigger footprint on your wrist, what is really, really cool for you to see. But a couple of the disappointments that we got with this watch was that the new S10 didn't really bring out any sort of efficiencies. This is the chip inside of the watch, so we didn't really get any sort of bigger, better battery life inside of it. The battery life is exactly the same as the Series 9, and a lot of us wanted at least, say, a half a more day battery life if we could get that. But Apple decided to slim down the watch instead of actually making the watch a little bit thicker, so we got a better battery life, so we didn't get that. And the other thing is really there wasn't any more new sensors inside it. We got nothing introduced there, what was quite a bit of a disappointment. But does this mean then in 2025, now we've got this new design of an Apple Watch, could we actually get the likes finally of a glucose sensor or diabetes sensor inside of the Apple Watch Series 11? Well, we've had loads of leaks and bits and pieces in the past, and especially I just want to cover over some older ones of the last sort of 2 years. I know they're not the latest ones, but you'll see why I want to cover these straight away. So we did actually see that Apple have managed to actually get a proof of concept back in 2023, and just in case you want to know what a proof of concept means, it literally means a prototype sort of stage. It doesn't mean that Apple are going to start rolling this out right away. It means that they've managed to make it work, a sort of glucose sensor or diabetes sort of sensor, but it's probably just not actually stable just yet. It's probably not going up to sort of Apple kind of standard, what they like, where say that 99.9% of the time it's giving an accurate result. Probably at the moment it's possibly more like, say, about 80%, 70% of the time it's giving the correct results. And you can imagine if it's something to do with diabetes or glucose kind of sensor, you will definitely want to get the right readings from this. So yeah, this is why it's probably being delayed out a little bit longer. And in fact, we've actually even seen here that Apple even changed the lead of this glucose sensor. They've got a new person in charge of it, and they're still pushing forwards with this, what is really, really great news to hear. And also, I think there's more pressure coming from rivals too. So for example, look at this leak right here, where Samsung have even said that they are looking to create themselves a glucose sensor. So, you know, I think it's a race here. Who's going to do it first, Apple or Samsung? And at the end of the day, whoever triumphs here, you know, loads of people are probably going to buy that watch, because I, for one, would love to have a glucose sensor. And I know a lot of you guys in the comments are going, I don't see any point in buying myself a new Apple Watch until that sensor comes out. So this is going to be a huge selling point, whoever is the first to do this. And obviously, from our point of view, if you're watching this, obviously we're going Team Apple here. We hope that they will win first of all. But we'll just have to wait and see then who brings out this first. So based on this then, it doesn't look likely that we're going to be getting this new glucose sensor anytime soon. And I'm going to say this is why I've showed these older leaks. It doesn't look like it's going to be coming in 2025. The Apple Watch Series 11 might have some different sensors inside of it. Or what Apple might do is something similar to what they did this year with the Ultra 2. They didn't bring out an Ultra 3. They might bring out the Series 11, but not actually bring out anything new with it, as it were. They might just bring out the Series 10 with, say, some new colours or something like this, because at the moment there's literally hardly any leaks for it, so it's a bit dry at the moment. But if you do need to have that sort of glucose kind of fix or things like this, well, the good news is there are some solutions out there that can work with an Apple Watch and also your iPhone. So for example, Dexcom have made it compatible now, where you can get one of those patches like on your arms or something like this, and obviously this will pierce through your skin very lightly, and obviously it can monitor monitor your sugar levels and things like this, and it can go back to your Apple Watch or to your iPhone and record the data that way. But you know, this is the thing, we still want actually a glucose monitor what's actually on our wrist instead, what doesn't actually pierce through our skin or anything like that. But like I will say again, we're just gonna have to wait out a little bit longer on that if Apple does bring out the glucose sensor. But the good news is, way before the glucose sensor comes out on an Apple Watch, we do have the giveaway what's going to be happening near the end of December time for this here. This here is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the Desert Titanium model with 256 gigabytes of storage, and I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber on this channel just before Christmas time in 2024. And you can still enter in right now to this giveaway. All you have to do at this stage at the moment is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2024 or even into 2025 now. This can be Apple related or non-Apple related technology. So, you know, maybe you're going to get yourself a new M4 MacBook Pro or M4 Mac Mini or something like this, or a new iPhone, Apple Watch. But it could also be, say, a PS5 Pro or anything else out there. Just put it down into the comments below right now. And like I said, I will be making a video near the end of December time before Christmas, giving you more details about the giveaway, including a form what you'll need to fill in, and the details will be in that video, like I said, near the end of December time. And also I'll be telling you when I'm going to be doing the live stream to give away this iPhone 16 Pro Max. So you won't want to miss out on that. So the best thing you can do right now, if you haven't done so already, is subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. And plus you'll want to subscribe because I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say is sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating you, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, you know, WhatsApp and, you know, direct message by Instagram and things like this. Please do ignore these people. Better you can see right here. Please do report them. So moving on then with the Apple Watch Series 11. Like I said, really we haven't had any other kind of leaks or rumours coming in about it. So, you know, we're just going to have to wait on that. But you're probably wondering, when is it likely going to come out if it does come out in 2025? Well, most likely it will come out with the latest versions of the iPhone. So I'm talking about the iPhone 17 models. So this is likely to be in September time in 2025. Apple like to do an event kind of sort of in the early teens sort of numbers of September when they like to do the event and showcase their new devices and products, but then to actually get it in our hands or on our wrist, it's normally about 10 days to 2 weeks later. So kind of end teens or maybe into the early sort of 20s of September time when we'll be able to get hands on these new Apple Watches and new iPhones and other pieces that maybe Apple might introduce. Next of all then is the price, and personally, if we're not really going to be getting any kind of big new sensors or anything like this updated into the Apple Watch Series 11, I can't imagine the price is going to increase. So really the price what you're getting right now for the Series 10 for both the different sizes out there, this is probably going to stick around in what we're going to get next year in 2025. But like I said guys, sadly it's not the best news you want to hear. There's nothing really new happening with the Series 11 unfortunately, with leaks and rumours. But, you know, there is progress with the glucose sensor, but it might not come out in the Apple Watch Series 11 altogether. But of course, if we do hear any more leaks and rumours, whether this is to do with the glucose sensor or to do with the Series 11, definitely I'll be informing you about this. And if you do want to hear all the latest and greatest information about it, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. And then on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. And until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.